The story begins with Sergei Kravenov, known as Kraven the Hunter, being transported to a Russian prison. After incapacitating 2 inmates outside, Sergei is escorted to meet crime lord Semyon Chorny. Sergei reveals his identity, but Chorny dismisses the hunter as mere legend. Sergei pulls a tooth from a tiger-skin rug and uses it to dispatch Chorny's henchman before driving it into Chorny's neck. He eliminates another inmate, using the body as a distraction, and escapes the prison. A flashback takes us 16 years back, showing a young Sergei and his brother Dmitry. They are collected from school by their father, mob boss Nikolai Kravenov, who informs them that their mother has taken her own life, a tragedy Sergei attributes to Nikolai. Nikolai takes the boys on a hunting expedition, accompanied by his team and Alexei Sitsevich, an aspiring recruit to Nikolai's criminal enterprise. Nikolai dismisses Alexei as unworthy. Nearby, a teenage girl named Calypso Ezeli consults tarot cards with her grandmother. The hunting party encounters a lion that attacks Sergei, gravely wounding him. Calypso witnesses the event and tends to his injuries. A drop of the lion's blood enters Sergei's body, initiating a transformation in his DNA. Despite hospital doctors declaring him dead, Sergei revives moments later, his altered DNA taking effect. After his recovery, Nikolai swiftly takes Sergei home. Traumatized, Sergei decides to flee, leaving Dmitry to endure their father's dominance. Sergei retreats to the wilderness, where he encounters a stampede of wildebeest. Strangely, the animals part to avoid him, except for one, which hesitates until the others pass. Shortly after, Sergei discovers the wildebeest slaughtered, their horns removed. Confronting 2 hunters, apparently a father and son, Sergei is threatened to leave. He retaliates, killing the older man with a knife and beating the younger man to death with his bare hands. In the present day, Sergei continues to target criminals, utilizing heightened senses, a powerful sense of smell, and an uncanny bond with animals. He receives a message from Dmitry, inviting him to his birthday. Later, Sergei intercepts a convoy of mercenaries preparing to hunt wildlife. After entering their van, Sergei kills them all, even biting off one man's nose. The mercenary leader escapes, only to discover Sergei has already killed his employer and taken his seat. Sergei fires a crossbow, impaling the leader before departing. Meanwhile, Calypso has become a lawyer. She learns her close friend and colleague was murdered by individuals working for Chorny. Sergei approaches her, revealing himself as the boy she saved years earlier and explaining that he is the hunter, responsible for eliminating powerful criminals like Chorny. Alexei, now a mercenary alongside his ally Barari, learns of Sergei's actions and sees an opportunity to seize control of Nikolai's criminal network. Alexei and Barari confront other criminals, seeking their allegiance. When they refuse, Alexei demonstrates his mutation. His skin hardens, transforming him into the rhino. Maintaining this form requires a serum. Alexei's gunmen kill most of the criminals, sparing only one, who betrays his partner to join Alexei. Nikolai hosts a party at a nightclub for Dmitry's birthday, where Dmitry performs as a pianist and singer. A defector from Alexei's group attempts to assassinate Nikolai, but Nikolai uses the traitor as a shield. A gunfight erupts, resulting in heavy casualties on both sides. Later, Sergei surprises Dmitry by visiting him at his flat. The brothers share a warm meal until Nikolai arrives, disrupting their reunion. Dmitry is later abducted by Alexei's henchmen. Kraven pursues them on foot through the city, smashing through windows and scaling walls in his relentless chase, but the kidnappers manage to escape. Not long after, Nikolai receives a package containing Dmitry's severed finger and a demand for $20 million in exchange for Dmitry's release, with a 48-hour deadline. Knowing his father will never pay the ransom, Kraven turns to Calypso for assistance in rescuing his brother. Anticipating that Kraven will come after him, Alexei hires an assassin known as the Foreigner to eliminate the threat. The Foreigner possesses the ability to manipulate time, allowing him to perform feats such as disarming an opponent and turning their weapon against them in an instant. While awaiting the Foreigner's arrival, Alexei reveals his mutation to Dmitry, explaining the physical agony it causes him. He mentions a doctor in New York, Dr. Miles Warren, who helped him manage his condition. Craven aids Calypso in escaping her law firm when Alexei's men come after her. The two travel to the jungle, where Craven believes Dimitri is being held. Along the way, they encounter a wildcat Craven recognizes from its cub days. After a brief tussle with the animal, Craven and Calypso continue their journey. When the foreigner arrives, Alexei's men spot Craven nearby. The foreigner confronts him in the forest, shooting Craven with a dart laced with a potent toxin. The venom induces vivid hallucinations of spiders encircling him. The foreigner strikes Craven with 2 more darts and prepares to finish him off, only for Calypso to intervene, firing an arrow through the foreigner's eye. She then uses her own voodoo concoction to heal Craven and restore his strength. Alexei moves Dimitri with a convoy, but Craven sends a stampede of wildebeest to intercept them. Bahari is thrown from the vehicle and impaled on the horns of the charging animals. Alexei embraces his full transformation into the rhino and engages in a brutal fight with Craven amidst the chaos. Craven struggles to penetrate Rhino's thick hide, and when Alexei hoists him by the neck, Craven notices the injection site for Alexei's serum. Exploiting this vulnerability, Craven drives a weapon into the wound, weakening Alexei. Craven then uses wire to bind Alexei and hurls him into the stampede, where he is trampled. Alexei succumbs to his injuries. Craven later confronts Nikolai in the forest, discovering it was his father who had sent Alexei the footage of Craven's prison escape, revealing his identity. Nikolai admits it was a calculated ploy to provoke Craven into killing Alexei, using Dimitri as bait. Enraged yet composed, Craven quietly removes the bullets from all of Nikolai's rifles and departs. As Craven walks away, a bear emerges, mauling the defenseless Nikolai to death. Later, Craven meets Dimitri at the nightclub. The brothers clash over their differing life choices, with Dimitri accusing Craven of becoming just like their father, a man obsessed with trophies. As Dimitri turns to leave, Craven follows, but Dimitri suddenly transforms before his eyes. Now wearing a suit designed by Dr. Warren, Dimitri reveals his ability to shapeshift into anyone, becoming the chameleon. The brothers part ways once more, bitterness lingering between them. Craven returns home to find a package and note from Nikolai. The note repeats the accusation that Craven is no different from his father, a hunter. Inside the package, Craven finds a vest adorned with animal fur. He dons the vest and stares at his reflection in the mirror, lost in thought. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you don't miss any of our video updates.